Hello, my name is Annie, and I'm doing this video about a pocket survival kit, an Altoids tin type pocket survival kit. It's not in an actual Altoids tin. I got these online, and they are the same size though. This is the kit I have in my bag, and this kit is complementary to the things I already have in my bag. This is more of a standalone kit that I would want with me if I were in a situation where I had nothing. I'd want my bag with me and more, but my purse. But I would like to have this with me if I didn't have anything else. It's I put it together according to my needs, so it might not be what's right for everybody. There are some things that are missing that I would, well, not missing, that I have not added and I would like to add. But let's get started. So yeah, Altoids tin, that is super packed. It's secured with a rubber band right now because I actually took it apart, put it back together, and couldn't put it back together the way I normally do. So I actually have to go back, look at the video that I was doing initially, and then use that or look at the photos that I had for putting this together. And my hands are swollen, but the camera itself stretches over here at the edges, so it makes everything look really thick. Okay, they're not normally this chubby. They are chubby, but not this chubby. Thought I should explain that. Okay, so here it is. It stays closed. That's what's good about these tins as opposed to Altoids tin. These, I think they stay closed a little better, and they're the same size though. So here we go. And first thing I have in here is some paper. I have about 3 sheets of regular paper. If I use thinner paper, I could probably get a lot more in there, and I might do that eventually. I have the mechanical pencil that is normally in my other kit because I can't find the one I had in here. The one I had in here was actually a regular small yellow pencil. So, but I just put that in there right now. For now, I have, let me make this a little bit bigger, I think, so you can see things better. Okay. I have 2 cotton balls, and normally I would have these in here, but this is kind of like my kit, and I don't want these because they have that smell of the fuel. And if I needed to use these for something like a wound or to filter maybe water through a water bottle, I would rather have these. Multi-use, this you can't do that with. But those are the ones I normally add to other people's kits. Okay? Because I was actually giving these away as Christmas presents and using them for Father's Day. Some enameled snare wire, just regular wire. I think it's about 3 feet of it, and I have the stainless steel wire that's in my other kit, and I could fit a lot more of that in here. But this is okay too. Another one of these little, I have this in my other kit also, and these are very bright and really cool. Small, good battery life, little tiny carabiner by Life Gear. I'll lay it down. A little working compass. This is affected easily by the metal that's around it. So if you ever hold the compass, you need to hold it away from metal. So if you have your knife near it, so like, yeah, compasses on the back of knives, I don't know how that works out, but normally you'd want to have it away from metal, refrigerators, to get an accurate reading. This is accurate right now, but if I put it near the Altoids tin, it's not accurate, see? And that is, oops, why a lot of people think compasses don't work, because they're so simple that really they should always work, unless they're like, and they could be faulty, but normally they'll work just fine. I have 2 candles. Okay, in my purse I have a tea light candle. I have sewing thread and fishing. That could be used for fishing line. I actually do normally have fishing line in here though. I don't know what I did with it. But this thread is very strong. It can be used as fishing line. There is a lot of it in there. I think maybe 30 feet of it. And some little sinker things. Fishing hooks are back here. And I think there's a safety pin in here. There should be a safety pin in there. I don't want to open it. Fishing hooks are underneath the duct tape back here. And a sewing needle. Don't know if I said that. One of these little cute, shiny, shimmery things. A lure. We've never fished, but I hope to start doing that. Okay, one of these blades. And these are really, really sharp. And they work really well. And I've actually taken them outside, and you can shave wood with it. If you're careful, they can get ruined, and but it's pretty strong. And if you use it carefully and properly, you can shave wood and use it for other small cutting. Like you can make what are they called, notches with it. I've tried that and it works. Okay, 6 feet of paracord. This is micro paracord, 1 strand. That strand can be split into 2 strands, and then you have the casing, which is very strong stuff. So you would have a total of 18 feet of paracord with this. And I needed paracord in here, so I got the micro paracord. I could have fit a lot more things in my kit if I had not included this or added it to the outside, but I feel this is one of the necessary things. If I'm gonna carry, I would just, like, if I had to lose bulk in here, this would not be one of the things I'd cut out. I'd probably cut out the candles before I'd cut this out. Okay, so there's that. There is this baggie. It's a 1 quart bag where I've cut the edge, the zip thing off, the Ziploc thing off. It's just a regular 1 quart freezer bag. If I got, and I can fit 2 bags in here if I do the thinner kind. These are kind of thick. There's that. 2 alcohol prep pads. Put these back here. Antibiotic ointment, triple antibiotic ointment. Oh, I left these out before. Normally I have these in here too. That is Benadryl. And I have a mirror for signaling. Let's see if I can signal the light. There it is. Okay, mirror. Put that up right here. Balance. Duct tape. Okay, let me finish with this first. Strike Anywhere matches. These are not waterproof, but they're wrapped, and I have a little piece of the striker even though they're Strike Anywhere. This is so much easier, and for Strike Anywhere matches you have to find the right kind of surface. But these are very good if you know how to use matches properly. You have to know how to use them. You can't just grab them like this and expect them not to break. You have to do this with them, right? And then they won't break on you. So, matches. Band-Aids, I'm not going to take them out because it's just, well, I will. Okay, a ferro rod, and I'm going to go through this in a minute. So I have Band-Aids, latex-free bandages, Band-Aids. I'll put them up there for now. And aluminum foil, I'm not going to take it out. That's the last thing in here. It's about a foot, maybe a foot and a half of it. I try to put as much as I could in here, but I use the industrial kind, so you can't fit that much of that in there. Okay, let's go through this really quick, and then I'll go through the striker. Through the ferro rod. So these things are super strong. My son's swing outside corroded, and one of the links broke because it rusted. And I used one of these, right? And tied the two links together like that, but tighter, of course. And I went all around them, and that thing is still holding up. And it can hold a lot of weight. I wouldn't trust it with me, but the swing's pretty close to the ground, and he never really uses it anymore. But duct tape, and what I did with this, I don't know if you can see, there's nothing in there, right? But every millimeter of this duct tape is usable, because I took some parchment paper and wrapped it right around the very tip of it, and then started rolling that duct tape all around until I got this neat little roll that's the biggest size I could fit in this case, with this around it. Well, actually, it wouldn't matter if this weren't around it. And then I squished it and made it into a rectangle, so I could put this around it and it would fit in there nicely. It fits in there like that, or like that. And then, so I have that. Aluminum foil, Band-Aid. Okay. Ferro rod. You can see I actually used that a little while ago for the first time. Right there. You would want to scrape this, so here it is. I think I would want to take this right here, this edge, and scrape it until it made a sharp edge. Scrape it with something like scissors, or until you would get an edge like that on that edge. Oh, come on, focus. Like that thing right here, because then you don't have to open this to strike it. But as it is right now, you would have to open this even a little bit, right? Hold it super tight so you don't cut your finger, and then you could use this as the striker, which I should not have done right over the cotton, but my plan would be to, if I ever needed to actually use this, to take that little area right there with a rock, a file, whatever, file it down. And I might actually do that after the video. Maybe I'll show it in another video or add it to this one. But there it is. That's everything in there. Can I put this? Let's put this right here. There we go. It's a lot of things in there. And like I said, it's stuff that's good for us to have. Things that I know I have used in the past and would probably need to use again in the future. And I think with everything in there, if I was out in the woods, I could put something together with the things in there. I could definitely collect water with the baggie. So I think, yeah, a pocket kit without a baggie, that's another thing I wouldn't leave for the sake of adding more things. I would just, the main things there that I would need, I would make sure I have is the baggie, paracord, flashlight, the alcohol and, the first aid stuff, the little blade, and the duct tape. I wouldn't leave those things. Oh, and my ferro rod. I could do without any of the other stuff. Oh, my little compass. I would take that too. Shoot, yeah, I'd need everything. And that's why it's all in there. Okay. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you liked it. And if you have any suggestions or changes you would make, or you just want to share what's in your pocket kit, please do that in the comments. And if you like what you see, subscribe. It will help us out. We're just getting started. Don't know what we're doing as far as the YouTube video, but if you compare this video to my other one, I can't speak really loud right now because it's nighttime and everybody's asleep. But if you compare this video to the other one, you will see that I got a tripod and everything's nice and still and clear and bright, as opposed to my other one where everything was moving around a lot. And I'm keeping this one shorter. Well, my son's not with me, so there's not a lot of chattiness going on with this. It's just a quick video by myself. Anyway, would have been shorter if I hadn't spent like the past 2 minutes on explaining all that. But it's difficult because it's kind of, there's something about speaking into a camera that's very soothing for me for some reason. And I didn't expect that to happen. So I might be one of those people that make the long chatty video, but what I'm trying to do is to put all the content in the beginning as opposed to the end, which is what I see people normally do. Put it all in the beginning, and then if you want to hear the blabbering, then you could continue to watch. Anyway, so yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.